video illustrating what has been happening in rural areas of Brazil. Well, that ain't nothing but a drone. Yeah, that's the Dark Angel drone. Oh, you don't remember the Dark Angel drones?
Once it takes your picture, a hover drone
mounted with twin 45 caliber automatics.
It can take your life. No! An all-new Dark Angel.
Logan, get down!
At 9/8 Central Fox Tuesday.
Yeah, bro. Kirk Cameron was out here. Dark Angel. It got canceled after 2 seasons, but it came out in 2000, 24 years ago. I think the real reason they canceled it is it was too futuristic in the sense of you can't tell them exactly what we finna do, exactly when we finna do it. Cameron. And the only thing I think the reason they didn't bop him off like Kubrick is because he acquiesced and was like, you know what? All right. Skynet, Terminator, and all that stuff. They was like, oh, Cameron, so you was praying to the demons and this is what the demons showed you, another dimension? Oh, dude, that's genius. I can't wait till we fuck up humankind like that. That shit is gonna be fun. But yeah, that's the Dark Angel drones. And they was even shooting back then. They just pretended like, oh, these things can do this now. Nigga, they made the things able to do that. Why you think they made them? Come on now, dog. Come on now, man. Perfect. Now that's the way the Tyson fight was supposed to go. Unfortunately, the Tyson fight went the way they wanted it to go, which was...
This fight was most definitely rigged. Here's some evidence you might have missed. Tyson was doing fantastic at the beginning, landing some big shots and knocking Jake around the ring. But that changed when Paul clinched with Tyson. It's alleged he whispered into Tyson's ear to cool it, and the message was confirmed received by Tyson with the affirming tap on the back. After that moment, Tyson became a stick in the mud.
I mean, we can't even be mad because Nintendo told us.
My name is Ronnie Bo. I had a career in music until I got incarcerated back in 2010. June of 2019, I had to turn myself in because I produced a rap song entitled Whack the Rats, and I actually mentioned a real federal informant in the song. So the government basically issued a U.S. Marshal warrant out for me. I turned myself in to MCC Chicago. R. Kelly got indicted and he ended up in MCC Chicago with me. I wanted to write a book on the behalf of R. Kelly to get his side of the story. They moved me to Unit 19 where R. Kelly was at. So he basically admitted that he sold it. He wanted out. According to R. Kelly, the top executives in the music industry actually really practice evil things. So you technically have to sign your name and do some certain for them to trust you. I mean, they for example, a tape came out about R. Kelly that was actually a humiliation. For example, Diddy has certain chemicals in his baby oil. You can rub this on somebody and they can become sadistic.
The thing I'm saying is the government already, they created that. They admitted, no, allegedly. They admit, yeah, we was using MDA on our soldiers at first just to see what it did. Then we started using it on the American public. Remember the whole thing with the CIA and then they burned all the files? What is it, Deputy Dellis or something? I don't know what this guy's name was. One of these evil dudes. Remember? They created that. This is what tells me crack was biological warfare. But I think it was to further destabilize your warrior friends. Now, your friends who would be warriors are LeBron James fans. They got little tights, little tutus, little purses, man bags. You can't get this yellow back dude to do nothing but show you where to get some hair from. But anyway.
And sometimes they might put something in your drink and you're not in your right. And then...
Hold on, let's play this thing from On the Good Ship, Lollipop. Remember her? This is one of the movies where they was fondling little kid. Why are y'all so enamored with this child? Metro Goldwyn Mayer? Whoever these dudes are with the lion, that was in the 40s. So it's been happening. They always want to put black people on the face of aggression. Aggression, if you look it up in the dictionary, it's a black dude. Harming people. You look in the it's not Charles Manson, it's a black dude. Hitler only messed with Jews. Every other white person is safe. But, you know, when you got on the magic glasses, you'll realize, oh man, that's not even they doing that to white people too. Oh snap, I thought they only was doing that to us. No, they Michael Jackson, the child guy, right? That the feds dropped the case on. The feds never dropped the case. He said, all I'm really saying is they don't really care about us. He said all of us, not just, let's not get too heavy with these niggas because they gonna start telling. Oh, YouTube, he. Okay, man, all right. I'll be glad when Donald Trump come in office. I won't really be, but I mean, at least you can be a man again. It's like, damn, why do I gotta have something in my booty? I just answer me that, Kamala. Why do I gotta have something in my boot? Like, why do you have to put it there?
They have certain people seduce you. He was seduced, so he didn't know what he was doing, but it was recorded. So the way that these executives work, they will have you do something like this, whether you're aware of what you're doing or not, and record it and say, well, if you don't comply with this agenda, then we will expose you to the public and ruin your life. We can lock you up. We can bring all type of lawsuits on you. We can take your catalog. And
artist Tory Lanez made over $1 million in under 60 seconds.
A few moments later.
Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot.
Basically ruin your whole life and your whole career. However, if you comply with us and this agenda, then we'll make sure you stay successful and at the top of your game. And despite what people believe about R. Kelly, but he tried to be a stand-up guy and he didn't want to comply with certain things. Certain people like Jay-Z are in total compliance with these people. Like Diddy was in compliance with him.
In a recent interview, ex-prisoner and rapper Ronnie Bo claimed that during his time in prison with R. Kelly, the singer allegedly shared his struggles with the music industry. According to Bo, R. Kelly said he felt trapped by the pressures of fame and even suggested he sold his to achieve success. Bo also claimed that R. Kelly hinted at his regret in his music video for I Wish, where he portrayed a skit involving a conversation with his deceased mother. In this skit, his character expresses a desire to escape the pressures of the industry, with his mother replying with the Bible verse, "What worth is it for a man to conquer the whole world, but lose his own soul?"
Want out.
While R. Kelly's legal issues are well documented, this conversation also ties into broader concerns about the music industry. Recently, P. Diddy has been facing multiple accusations, with over 100 individuals coming forward, including many minors, accusing him of serious offenses. These allegations highlight troubling aspects of the entertainment industry.
If you have all of these faces, why are we only talking about Puff? Didn't Kim Kardashian get popular because of a sex tape, her and Ray J? Because I never had heard of Kim Kardashian before that tape. And also, didn't America think that big lips and big butts were ugly before Kim Kardashian? Even though Beyonce was saying, no, and shaking her butt around in the early 2000s. Didn't she do that before Kim K? You know, I don't know, because I be feeling like I'm taking crazy pills in America. Because this is legitimately how America will make you feel.
You think that light's flashing right now? Dude, that light is not flashing. What are you talking about? Dude, you look crazy right now. Are you okay? Weird.
Everyone around here is looking at you right now because you look crazy. You actually look crazy. Everyone in the store is looking at you right now. You need everyone in the store.
You're being really loud. Really loud. There's a cop right there. There's a cop right there. You're being so loud.
So loud. We need to go because the person in the car is gonna kidnap us. We need to run. They're coming towards us. We need to run.
You know, America will make you feel like that.
Questions about the influence of powerful figures. As legal proceedings unfold, it's important to pay attention to the developments in these cases. More revelations are expected in the coming months. which could uncover deeper issues within the industry. As always,
that's not Puff. That's another one of these body doubles. Allegedly. Maybe he look a little different though. I don't remember him having a Peter Weller forehead from RoboCop. Maybe he got one in prison. Somebody hit him upside his head. I don't know.
It's crucial to follow the legal developments to understand the full scope of these ongoing cases. What are your thoughts? Disclaimer. The following information is based on claims made by an individual named Ronnie Bowe, who alleges conversations with R. Kelly during their time in prison.
He's saying, listen, people who keep visiting influencers and saying, hey, did he tell you to say that? Because we'll pay you more. Listen, y'all, I don't know what happened. Ronnie Bowe said this. I ain't said shit.
These statements are not verified, and the accuracy of the claims cannot be independently confirmed. Please do your own research and follow legal proceedings for the most up-to-date information.
If you graduated in the class of 1984, here's some quick facts about your era in case you forgot. For gas, the national average price was only $1.13 per gallon. Ronald Reagan was the duly elected president of the United States. As far as television shows go, it was Dynasty that garnered the most weekly viewers, followed by Dallas, then Family Ties, and finally the A-Team. The Detroit Tigers were World Series champions, and the Los Angeles Raiders won the Super Bowl. Top movies from 1984 in order.
See how they just skipped over basketball? Thank you, Magic Johnson. Thank you, Larry Bird. Basketball was not what it is today. Thank you, Michael Jordan, who carried the league throughout the 90s. Kobe took the torch, and now that LeBron has the torch, basketball ratings are the lowest they've ever been. Probably since 1984, the year that Michael Jordan came into the NBA. Sometime October, November. Just why would he skip over basketball, LeBron James fan? Why would he just say baseball and football? Because those sports always kicked basketball in its ass. Always. Still today, but always.
Are as follows. Number 1 was Ghostbusters, followed by Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. At number 3 was Gremlins. Number 4 was The Karate Kid. And number 5 was the very first installment of Police Academy.
As soon as they make those movies woke, they were terrible. And I know woke meant some Negro stuff. Stay woke! That actually meant something simpy, I think. He was singing to a girl, like, stay awake so I can come and get some. That's what I think that song meant. But the term stay woke probably goes back to slavery with people in the Underground Railroad. I don't know. It got hijacked by these LGBTQ people to mean something else. Because everybody don't want nothing in their booty, man. And not everybody. Not most people. So...
As for the top 5 songs in 1984, coming in at number 1 was When Doves Cry by Prince and the Revolution. At number 2 was Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It.
One of the many installments of
I don't need no man. Fuck do you mean? Who needs a man when I got a vibrator?
That was one of the installments.
Number 3 was Say, Say, Say by Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney, followed by Footloose by Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Log In. Log In. Did they already know the computer revolution was coming?
And at number 5 was the Phil Collins classic Against All Odds. The most
there's more?
popular names of 1984 female graduates were Mary, Lisa, Michelle, Susan, and Kimberly. And for the male graduates of 1984, the top names were Michael, Robert, John, David, and James.
No Shaquan, Mark Anthony's. No, not Mark Anthony. Fucking black people. MAR-K' No one like Southern black people. MAR-K' Fernie. Sorry.
And those, ladies and gentlemen, are your quick facts about the year that was 1984.
It was not cool to be black back then. Murder was cancel culture.
I would encourage you to let me know in the comments below what year you would like me to feature, and please share with us all the things that you remember most about 1984.
What I'm saying is I don't believe the history we've been taught. Here's a good example. Have you ever heard about Lewis and Clark going across the Mississippi? In 1803, there was nothing there supposedly back in those days. Okay, so now think about that. So we're talking about like 200 years ago. There was nothing west of the Mississippi as far as the America was concerned. Now talk about when these cities were founded and became cities like we know today. and explain to me how that makes even a lick of sense. Like, so how did Chicago go from like literally like a tent city in 1840 to Chicago like we know it by 1860? You think about all the central planning that would have took. Then you go like to places like San Francisco. San Francisco like had 1,000 people in like 1840. And then there's a panoramic shot very famously that shows the whole city in 1873. And it's a full-grown city. There ain't one bit of construction happening right there, but the whole city is fully grown. San Francisco was supposedly discovered in 1776. So this is around the time what it would have got its name. Well, here's the interesting thing. There's old maps that are 200 years older than that actually either have S Francisco on it in that same area, or they straight up say San Francisco. Where Chicago is at, there's old maps from like the 1500s that say Shalaga.
Whoa. Why is there a fire extinguisher in the corner? Isn't this stone or is this wood? Can stone catch fire? It's not really stone. It's sand, right? And hardened with water. What?
We also got Dame. When Dame asked me, yo, you know what I mean? I need help with this record company. Get this off the ground. That's no problem, Dame. You fucking with my man, Jay. If it's all good, it's all good. And I help him. And he forget. That's why I sit here looking at Dame, talking all this shit, and then have all of these issues talking about how people doing him. It's the same shit.
No, Dame didn't forget. Dame probably wasn't allowed to help you. I mean, allegedly. Once you get into that life and you're doing that stuff, like the dude earlier was talking about with the R. Kelly, they got you peeing on girls just to have a tape on you. You know what I mean? To make sure you won't tell that they like peeing on girls. Oh, gross. You can only run with them. You can't run with regular people no more. They won't even allow you. In fact, I think that's why the president has permanent bodyguards. These niggas is listening to him. What did he say? We might have to hit him. If he say another motherfucking word, we might have to hit him with that heart attack gun.
The weapon is named the non-discernible microbionoculator in a CIA memo, but it is more commonly known as the heart attack gun. This is how it works.
So Dame is not allowed to help them. And if I get too big in this YouTube thing, they probably gonna come at me. I don't want them coming at me. They're always trying to bring out the Antichrist. Allegedly they're trying to bring out the Antichrist. I don't know what the fuck these niggas is doing. Leave me the fuck alone though.
Right. And I look at all of them that was on that ride to success while Jay was shitting on me, knew the relationship me and Jay had. Right. That's why I'm laughing at all of them. None of them question that. Damn, son, that nigga did that to Haven. If he do that to him, and he been around him since how long? How much time do I got?
Well, you know, I joke, but breasts, several of them, can be intoxicating. So I've been blessed that I think my level of intelligence, it repels these weird bitches. Because there's a lot of tarot girls I don't want to say I know that I wouldn't have, because I wouldn't be being honest. I don't know for sure that I would have been like, bitch, get that goddamn pentagram away from me. I don't know. There was a lot of pretty tarot girls that I was just around. One bitch told me that she was a witch. Golly, she was beautiful. Oh, God. And that was back when the traditional white woman, yeah, she was a snow bunny, whatever. Oh! The traditional white woman butt was square pants. But she, oh no. I don't know if I think she was like Polish or something, but boy, oh boy. I did not even care. I was like, bitch, if you take your top off in front of me, you will not even go back to the coven tonight. She was probably saying in her head,
nigga, if I take my shirt off in front of you, you will not get your soul back.
But that's another chapter of my life. Let's just continue with the clips.
If Drake made his first single and they say he couldn't make another single, that's how they was playing it. And then the point where the Yeezys get such an impact and they say, but you can't even have royalties, and we gonna like,
but you can do it on your own. You got enough money to do it on your own, like Don C and his hats. Don C, he makes his own hats on the side. It's not distributed amongst a whole lot of people.
Shut up, Envy. Selling hats is not the same as selling tennis shoes for $500 a pop. What they needed from Kanye is, you're so influential right now, come in here and design the shoe, but we're not going to let you design another shoe. Flat rate, no royalties, no nothing. I'm going to just pay you for it. I think that's what Kanye is saying that Nike did to him. And it was his first contract, and everybody knows you get screwed your first contract. And why am I even playing this? Because us content creators, I mean, what's stopping you from being the content creator? Just really be good looking. Get on here and just look at people. That's content. They want to give you a contract for that, and all of this, you know, the devil is in the details of the contract, so they can ultimately make you sniff on the devil's booty hole. If you don't want to sign their contracts, then they're like, well, you just go get somebody else. They can, because there's other people just as hungry as you and have less morals than you. So they can't wait to sniff the devil's booty hole. They're like, where's that? Put it right here. I walk around with his booty hole right on my nose. I don't care.
Small, and you can do the same thing with the leather pants, with the stuff that you created and started.
People say you could do it your own, but it's industries. These industries have been set up like the coal industry, like the music industry, like the newspaper industry, clothing, manufacturing, electricity.
And they set these industries up when that was the patriarchy. There were no women around. There were no people of color around. And the laws were made by the patriarchy, not just people with penises. They wasn't letting nobody in. And here's the kicker. Them patriarchal dudes were gay. A lot of them were LGBTQ. They was doing all of this stuff that these guys are trying to put P. Diddy as the face of. Then they was sexually trafficking people. They just don't talk about it. Who was gonna stop them? They've been doing that stuff since Babylonian time. That's why you shouldn't listen off the rip. It's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to Kanye.
Something different to the way these billionaires run the world. And we not a part of that. We've only been let in on a communication level. It's a new form of cotton that we all picking. You communicating radio every day. I'm commuting music every day. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is ain't none of us free. Ain't none of us billionaires. Billionaires, they don't care. They do whatever.
You don't have to be a billionaire to be free.
Billionaires aren't free. This is the part where you get excited. Billionaires are scared for the simulation to end. Why do you think they want to live to 100? Why do you think they want to live to forever? They can't, nor have they figured out how to, nor have they figured out how to come back to life. They're afraid of what's on the other side of the simulation because they're certain what's on the other side of the simulation for them. So that's like a little silver lining for you. They're going to get it, and boy, are they going to wish that it wasn't like that.
Yeah, stop equating freedom to money, my brother. Where does that mentality come from?
It comes...
You're right, Kanye, because this is what this dude is doing.
You think that light's flashing right now? Dude, that light is not flashing. What are you talking about? Dude, you look crazy right now. Are you okay? Weird.
Everyone around here is looking at you right now because you look crazy. You actually look crazy. Everyone in the store is looking at you right now.
You're being really loud right
There's a cop right now. There's a cop right there. You're being so loud.
And would you believe if I told you people get paid to do that? To just gaslight you?
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth. I'm 6'4", well over 100K a year, and I'm black. Single moms, recreational use only. Recreational use only.
Not a single mom of two.
That's why he talked the way he talked.
Shout out Benny Ray for the investigative journalism.
As a single mother, do you believe you deserve a man in the top percentile?
Now I know what you're thinking. You're the single mom guy. Check me out. I never once told you not to date a single mom. I never said any of that, but this nigga...
Recreational use only.
So you got with a single mom of two, gave her a baby, and she's pregnant again. Not to mention...
Since we got a little mixed baby here, we're gonna see which Santa he chooses. We got a black Santa, and I have the white one.
Cringy interracial couple content.
Recreational use only.
Seems to me as though
you're doing more than recreational use with her, buddy.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Today's youth is crazy angry and they're learning faster. And America is scared to death of that shit. They gonna blow us up before they let us come into power. You can believe that shit. All that shit's gonna burn. All of it.
So you believe in some kind of Armageddon?
Yeah, most definitely. We in the last times and days right now. The Illuminati's in effect. See, the Illuminati ain't nothing but like it's going to be a second Great Depression out here in America. Except this time, corporate America's prepared themselves for it. Meaning when it hits, their money is going to be safe.
I actually told a brother of mine that I thought the Great Depression was a way to bring down the Harlem Renaissance, because that was Black Americans, and not only Black Americans, Asian Americans. A lot of these people during that time was coming up. A lot of people don't realize that the Chinese and other Asians, they literally built the railroad. This guy was making a joke. Oh man, Koreans, they always got laundry. Yeah, they was doing that in the 1800s. You didn't know that? You probably didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of Asians had like bathhouses where they would wash your clothes for you. Like, that didn't even exist. Yes, man, these people was archaic cavemen. The nobility showered once a month, maybe. So what the powers that be did, they was like, well, we got to stop these people from basically showing us up. Because, these pedophile patriarchy dudes, they're insecure of everybody. Everybody that's not already in their weird crew. So I don't know that they didn't engineer the Great Depression. And everybody took a hit. But people with deep pockets, they weren't hit significantly like that. This time around, they're going to do it again. Because this whole lane that they created for their kids who don't know how to do nothing, all of their Bronny James children who don't know fucking skills, regular people like me are taking advantage of, and they're like, no, we didn't mean for you to take advantage of AI. We didn't mean for you to be a content creator. We got to find a way to keep people poor. In fact, that's what I call COVID. I call it POVID. We got to keep you motherfuckers poor. I'm just an old guy. That's crazy talk. They probably didn't do that. This is a conspiracy channel. It's fun to imagine. Ain't it fun? Imagine Dragons. We just imagining. Government, don't come at me. I don't know shit. I don't know a good goddamn. Boy, that's how white people like their Negroes. Stupid.
As far as the rest of us that don't own our own businesses and things of that nature, so bad, we're going to be killing each other in the streets, man. Mad Max and Beyond Terrordome and all that is going to be on, man. And they're going to have to blow us up, which is what they're going to do. They're going to inject us with these, they're going to say it's like for everybody mandatory AIDS testing because AIDS is so widespread. They're going to be giving them vaccines for it.
Close. Very close, Meth. Did they tell you the plan? Did they do? That's not what they did with COVID. It was a real, you could catch the flu and it can turn you into a zombie and you can eat off people's faces and then you'll pass away. That's what, you know what I mean? It's fantasy. Method Man. This is you. Oh man, y'all is crazy. Boy, I tell you, boy.
So they don't catch it off top like measles, mumps and stuff like that. But in all actuality, what they're doing is putting microchips in. And
Meth. They are not putting microchips in nobody. I just saw a TikTok about that just the other day. Meth, stop, man. You can't listen to these rappers. Look at his haircut.
You think that light's flashing right now? Dude, that light is not flashing. What are you talking about? Dude, you look crazy right now. Are you okay? Weird.
Everyone around here is looking at you right now because you look crazy. You actually look crazy. Everyone in the store is looking at you right now. You're being really loud, really loud. There's a cop right there. There's a cop right there. You're being so loud. You're so loud. We need to go because the person in the car is gonna...
Method Man, relax. What are you talking about, man? Ah, man, go do some drugs. You'll be okay. I mean, your name is a Method Man. Yeah, go hit some meth. Did the drug meth exist in 1995? Interesting.
Your babies, so they can keep tabs on where you're at. That's deep. That's deep. They're not even using money anymore as far as paper. It's going to be cards to show what status you are, how financially well off you are, or whatever. You know, what do you own, and it'll tell everything about you. Word. Welfare is gone. They just going, funds for schooling, gone. Everything is they just throwing it all back. They're building, what they're trying to do now is just build their fortress for the bigger war, because they know too that we're in the last times and days.
The bigger war, the Antichrist war, the Dajjal war. The Antichrist and the Dajjal is the same person. I think it's very interesting how the Christians, I don't think the Christians did it, but the Council of Nicaea, and who knows if they were Christians, just a bunch of strange corporate dudes, the corporate guys of antiquities, decided, nah, don't put that part in the Bible. Yes, add this part.
But that's not what...
Shut the fuck up. Put that in here. And put some of that in here. And shh, you take that out of here. And we'll change this and say it means this. Then we'll package it. And then we'll kill everyone who says different. A lot like LeBron James. If these LeBron James fans could kill you because you said, I don't think LeBron is the GOAT, they would. Let that go on for 50 years. People will stop saying anything about Michael Jordan. A lot like people when they first heard, I don't know because I wasn't there, allegedly, that's what it's a fantasy to think like this. A lot like people did with the Bible. They was like, that's not what Jesus was talking about. Off with his head. Hold on. I don't remember Jesus saying that. Dismembered. Hey man, y'all are gonna stop saying this. Drawn and quartered. Whatever they did to people back then. And the Muslims are putting all that stuff in that was taken out. Because Jesus came, whatever he came with, the Muslims believe that's what Jesus came with. That's the truth right there. Yo, dude just told me in my comments. He said, all of the prophets come from the same bloodline. I said, get the fuck out of Dodge. Are you serious? Christians, is that true? Because if that's true, I don't even remember hearing that. Not that they didn't tell me in Sunday school. I'm not sure that I ever made that connection. All of the prophets from the Old Testament came from the same bloodline. Even Jesus comes from that same bloodline of these, like Abraham is Jesus's kinfolk. I think I'm starting to scare myself. Meth is starting to scare me because how the fuck did this ignorant Negro know any of this shit? Did he get some of the stuff wrong on purpose 20 years ago? This was 30 years ago? And this is just coming back?
I feel it in my bones. I'm gonna slap the shit out of somebody.
And America's done so much fucked up shit across seas that they know it's all gotta come back to them. Everything goes around in a cipher, a complete 360-degree circle. And they done did so much fucked up shit overseas, it's gotta come back here. We got people in America already rebelling against America, and they're Americans. The Aryan Nation, they blew up the Fed building. Killed all them babies and shit. They like, we don't care, white, black, whatever. I mean, if you're not with the movement, you gotta go. The weak must...
This is gonna get demonetized. I'm gonna have to go back and edit that part out. Because that's... A lot of people don't know that part. But if you was alive in 1995, you remember that. You remember Oklahoma City? I probably got to edit that part out. That wasn't done by Arab people. That was done by white folks. I gotta mute that out because I'm trying to get my money. I ain't trying to get killed out here, nigga. This shit is for entertainment purposes only. We just entertaining y'all.
Die. That's how they seeing it. Now you got these crazies over here. Then you got people across seas. They see that. They like, hey, this is our chance to come over here and take everything. Japanese is buying up every corporation and all that. They're going to have everybody in the mental slavery, physical as well as physical. Word up. It's coming back.
And how do you react to this?
I can't, all I can do is build my own industry to make sure it don't affect me and my family. You know what I'm saying? Word, start now.
And unfortunately, that's why they decided, you niggers know too much. We gotta get rid of you. It was fun. We gotta get rid of you. RZA was the Jay-Z of Wu-Tang. If you look at it, he was the one. Because RZA kept on with his career and everybody else stayed back.
Tricks, the Matrix, magic tricks. Let's explore the white rabbit as the trickster archetype. So the trickster archetype was coined by Carl Jung, and it's a boundary-breaking figure that challenges social norms.
Carl Jung is a psychiatrist. White people are very good at mind-fucking people. It's like their superpower. They're fucking super, super nice at it. One of the reasons oh, she's cute. She is. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you there. But now I'm paying attention. See how she's hypnotizing me? Bitch is fucking good, man. Mind-fucking people. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This is not a diss to white people. They came up with the term mind-fucking. They know what they doing. Shit, the fuck you think is going on, bro?
It uses humor, deception, and unpredictability to provoke transformation by revealing the shadow side of human nature. And in the modern world, the white rabbit really embodies this trickster archetype. Whether it's leading Alice down a rabbit hole, leading Neo to follow the white rabbit to a party, and what seems like an innocent party reveals hidden and sometimes unsettling truths. Some classic depictions of this trickster archetype would be Brera Rabbit, which comes from African folklore, Bugs Bunny, Harvey the Rabbit, which was a 6-foot invisible rabbit who was actually not a rabbit at all. He was actually a 3-inch mythological creature who portrayed himself as a rabbit, which is another element of the trickster archetype, which is shape-shifting, which also mirrors Frank, the rabbit from Donnie Darko. which leads us to the illusion of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, which comes back to the court jester, because it was first performed by the king's conjurer and was later popularized by a magician who called himself the Wizard of the North, and made even more popular by Houdini. Now, the rabbit has always been linked with superstition as well, such as having a rabbit's foot would bring you good luck and fortune, or saying rabbit rabbit on the first of the month. In some places they say white rabbits on the first of the month. But this trickster archetype is not only about fun and games. It's actually an aspect of our own shadow, which is the repressed and hidden parts of our own personality, as well as the collective, representing the darker, more primitive parts of human nature.
I just think it's interesting that this rabbit, having to do with all of this witchcraft, I would say, magical stuff, which is witchcraft, uses the term the collective. I knew I didn't trust that term for it didn't feel right. But I know one of you dudes who follows one of these other channels, no, what the collective mean? Whatever, bro. Whatever. They're always switching what things mean every 10 or 15 years. They switch it and tell y'all it means something else, but it meant something else to us. And I already did my research on it. So don't tell me what you heard somebody else tell you. It's like these LeBron fans. You telling me what your favorite TikToker said. He wasn't around then neither. I'm going to listen to you who listening to him who don't know what the fuck he talking about. I can't do that. But if you want to, dude, no doubt. Just tell your baby moms when she's tired of you, come and take her shirt off. Because she's going to end up complaining about you to my wife anyway. These women always be complaining to my wife about you weird dudes. And those of you in my audience right now, y'all know who I'm not talking to. Shout out to you. You and your wife got the same problem. It's like, what do his baby mama want now? Damn. No, she can't stay the night here. He whooped on her? No. Tell her to call 911. Stop going back to the nigga.
So it makes sense that this going down the rabbit hole often reveals the dark side of reality. And the trickster is the forerunner of the savior archetype. And after going down the rabbit hole, many do embody the savior archetype next, which could be selfless and helpful, looking to redeem humanity or seek salvation. But don't be tricked by the trickster, because seeing the darkness in the world can lead to a sense of moral superiority, and easily lead to pointing fingers at external bad guys and scapegoats and the evils of the world. But if you neglect to transform your own shadow, and instead only confront the collective shadows, you will remain in the trickster's tricks. You might think you've become the savior of humanity. The shadow side of the savior is far darker. This is how we get cult leaders. So if you're gonna go down the rabbit hole, remember to look in the mirror and don't be a silly rabbit.
I like her. Now, she was interesting and she was cute. Good. But, you know, girls like that, they already always got men. No doubt. Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you. Ha! To my channel members. No diddy when I say member. Thank you to my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you.
show. Andamos aquí en el Callejón del Aguacate. Y ya son... ¿A qué hora son, gordo? 3:10. ¿3:10? A huevo. 3:10.
These are all easily explained, but it's more terrifying when I don't. So figure it out.
She's a 10, but she got $65,000 in credit card debt.
Credit card debt, credit card debt, credit card debt.
I always get questions as to why I have so much credit card debt. This is it.
I counted and there are 60 pairs.
It takes up literally the entire area space of my bedroom floor.
Credit card debt, credit card debt, credit card debt.
Okay, I wanted to answer this question about how I got into $15,000 worth of credit card debt. Let's get into pricing for tarot readings.
Credit card debt, credit card debt, credit card debt.
You're doing too much! The tarot card reader cost me like $4,000 in commission. The deal is done. Appraisal's done, inspection's done, title work's done. We're like a week and a half away from closing. Client calls me and says,
hey, I'm not gonna buy the house.
I'm like, oh man, what happened?
Everything's fine with the house. I just didn't feel like it was a good fit.
The lady had told me multiple times, perfect fit. Couldn't find a better house. So I pressed her. I was like, oh, I thought you said it was a perfect fit. And she said,
don't judge me, but my tarot card reader told me not to buy the house.
What?
And I know it feels crazy, but I go to her for advice, and she told me I should buy it.
Coming in the door home, I think I looked exhausted, you know? And my wife's like, what's up? I was like, tarot card readers are a thing. And they're a big thing. The hell are you talking about? And I said, I lost a good commission because there is an advisor out there advising people not to buy houses. And we got to find her. There was one growing up near where I lived. It was a white house. It was only open like 5 to like 11. I had a friend, his mother, anytime we passed it and I was in the car, she would say, that's the devil's den. As a kid, it like scared me to see that house. But then I realized it's just somebody trying to make money.
Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Tomorrow I may buy myself a dining room set or this Boba Fett. Credit card debt, credit card debt, credit card debt.